That being said, now at times it could be business. You see, let me tell you something about business. You might have run a lot of businesses and you are not actually getting it. Probably you are thinking it will be hard for you to start a new business. See, let me tell you one thing. The fact that you stop makes you a leader, but the fact that you are always keep going makes people not to define you as a big user, because it is until when you give up then people assume that you've given up. But when you actually push it, then I believe there will always be light at the end of the tunnel. Now, when you think of businesses, a lot of businesses failed in their first 10 years. In fact, many did it recurrently. When you think of Steve Jobs had been running Apple for a long period of time, even from his age of 26, you see, till late 21st century. Yet he wasn't actually getting, I mean late 20th century, yet he was sacked from the from the company he actually situated himself. You see, company that he created, he was sacked. That is to show you how tedious business. But one thing is certain: the fact that you lose today doesn't mean that you will lose tomorrow. It is when you take out from everything you've actually lost, then you learn from it. When you learn from it, then you know more about the industry. We can actually tell you everything you need to know about the business also, because the industry you might be running can be quite different from what we are. We are only giving you the basics, but when you put us in your four illustrations to you to see how we can actually convert it together, probably you can learn from these four instances how some people have used one or two or three or four instances to embed their happiness. Now, you see, there was a time like that a lady was saying there is no reason for actually dating a broke person. Now, she believes that the ability for you not to provide all her demands, all her wants, actually makes you a broke person. She said she has dated people who are actually rich in their own terms, but she couldn't get anything great from them. And to her own definition, she believed that they having the money doesn't validate the fact that they are still broke, because she wasn't actually gaining anything. Now, you might look at that, you might be so vulnerable to such also. But let me tell you this: the fact that you are into such a situation doesn't make you to feel bad, or doesn't make you to determine all your whole happiness into that. Because by the time she was making her validation, she made statement. She said the reason why she was fighting those things was because of the situation she had in her past. She said she watched her mom caring for the whole family, taking care of your family from right from her bed even till old age. And her dad was very lazy. He was so lazy to the extent that he never provided anything in the house, and she never wanted to be into that situation. So she was always looking forward to a generous man, somebody who can actually cater for her. Now, you might have actually fallen in love. You might have fallen in love with any lady which you look so pretty, but she might actually be coming forward to you. Now, it is good to you actually, as you might have been thinking that you are going to be together. So right now I'll be telling you about the disadvantages or something that you might have been going through, probably divorce, probably infidelity, probably anything traumatic. Now, let's see how I can reason with you in that. I'll be making some instances to see how we can actually fight together. You might use my own philosophy to fight others. So let's start. Said that the marriage she's into, she's not finding it fun. She's not deriving the joy she looks forward to getting. In fact, after making a whole lot of money, saving it, the husband will still find out happy, try to get the money from it, which she actually did several times. Aside from that, she got to realize that she was the one carrying the load of the family, paying for bills which were actually made, or which were actually supposed to be divided into two. Probably they should have actually collaborated in doing it together. Now, she had defined her happiness on what she was going through. But now, let me tell you this: you might actually have been doing that, but I believe this is the time to start over again. Now, filing for the divorce is not what can actually solve this. It's not what can actually be the answer to it. You say we woman, we are vulnerable to errors. The fact that you can accept people's errors makes you so mature. In fact, makes you so discreet. Now, managing somebody really matters. In fact, if you cannot manage your own, I don't see that you can be able to manage your happiness, because all these have to have psychological effect. And what most reasonable people do, or what people that have enjoyed good marriages, what they actually do is that they venture or they divert their energy into other things. Now, provided you are in this misfortune whereby your husband is the one sappy, living, giving you this parasitic behavior or parasitic relationship. Now you can divert your energy into another part. Most of the time you don't need to put all your energy into it, but rather you can actually divert it. When you divert it, it gives you the energy to stay in the